Hi guys, so I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to all of you. Like, you guys have really been supportive. Like, you've helped grow my channel and I'm so grateful. So before we get into this tutorial, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. In today's foundation routine, I actually won't be using the primer I normally would use. So today I'm using the Rimmel primer, the Stayma primer. It's been a long time I used this, so I just take a bit on my palm, sorry, onto my finger, and I just massage that into my face, my forehead, around my nose, and my cheeks, like areas I know I tend to like oil up real quick and sweat as well. And actually know what I'll usually do. So I'm using the Icon invisible press powder, just in the shade 01. I'm just using this as like a loose powder sort of, because I got people asking me if they need like a loose powder. I think the Icon also, the invisible press powders also work really well as loose powders, because they're so not like, they're very like lightweight. I'll be mixing just these two foundations to kind of create the look I want. There's really nothing wrong in mixing your foundation shades to just kind of create the actual shade you want. And to some extent, it's even going to be much more ideal to mix your shades to get the perfect shades. That's if you don't have a perfect foundation shade, because you don't want to just rely on one foundation which doesn't give you the shade you want. You know, we mostly have like undertones, and for me, I have more like a neutral to a warm undertone. So sometimes a neutral undertone works for me, and sometimes the warm undertones work for me. But if the warm undertones are just too bright, it's really not going to help. So I mix them, just make sure that my neck and my face have that uniform color. Because I always say we tend to want to put makeup on our neck, but we almost always forget to put primer on our neck, and that's so not right. I lost a bit of the brown color of the brows, so I just went back in to like deepen my brows, and I used a brown mascara to like top everything up to make sure my brows are sleek. Let me know if you guys are interested in me doing like a full face of Ghanaian products. I would really love to do a makeup tutorial on that. Definitely leave a comment if you want me to do that. But I'm using two concealers today. So the AOA concealer is much more like just like one shade brighter, you could see. So I use that first, and I don't just leave it because the AOA concealers dry fast, like really fast. So I just make sure I blend that in first. You could use a beauty blender, but I didn't have a beauty blender on hand today, so I'm just using brushes. So this is almost like to kind of give it some sort of a base. This is really going to like conceal. Like this is going to conceal. Concealer work is going to conceal, hide any like dark under eyes and blemishes. By using the LA Girl concealer, I think this is in the shade Toffee. This is more or less like a bright concealer, and this is just going to cause the highlight effect. It's just going to cause the brightening effect under my eye. So this to some extent doesn't do so much of concealing work. The AOA concealers, which is my skin shade or just like a step ahead, it's what's actually doing the concealing work, and the LA Girl is just doing the brightening stuff. That's just it. As I always say, blending is so very important. So you want to make sure you go back with your foundation brush and blend, so everything is kind of like together. You don't see that kind of harsh dimensions. I'm using the LA Girl pressed powder. I think this should be in the shade Cool Tan. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely check that out and leave it in the description. So I'm also using just pressed powders to set my face today. No loose powders whatsoever. I just wanted to have that soft but still beautiful feel. So as I set my concealer underneath my eyes and all the other areas I concealed, I used the Black Secret to set the remaining parts of my face, and then I went into the Micolor pressed powder palette. And guys, like, this is how I create that beautiful contour. I blend back into the areas I concealed. Blend back into the areas I concealed. I did this part in a slow motion so you could see what exactly I'm doing. I blend upwards back into the areas I concealed, and that's just it. I don't know what happened to me when I was recording. I just felt like overdrawing my lips, so I did go into overdraw my lips, but just at the very top, not all over. And my new love, the Black Secret Nudist Beach Matte Lipstick. This is like now my new favorite lipstick, because you know I like a nude. I did apply some gloss. I was just in the mood for this glossy lip. I don't know why. I used the Color Box Melanin Glow, but I lost the recording to it. I'm so sorry. I just couldn't find it. But set your face and you're done. So this is how the foundation look came out. It's so beautiful and it's so skin-like. One thing you always want to make sure you're doing is to try to get your foundation shade to really be close to your neck. That way there's not so much of a difference between your face and your neck. Because so many times we want to put our foundation on our neck, but we almost always forget to put primer on our neck. So that's one thing you always want to put in mind. And also I didn't use blush in today's tutorial just because I wanted to keep that like beautiful skin feel and not use so much color on my face, because I think my eyes did a lot of the talking. So let's stick to it. But if you haven't watched my eye tutorial as to how I created this eye look, please, the link is going to be up here so you could click to watch. I also think with the way I did my foundation this time by putting on the invisible pressed powder from Black Secret and doing my foundation, I think it kind of made my face still look matte to some extent. I still feel my face is matte, but you probably might think I have like so much on, but it's just the lightening and also like the glow here, the glow, baby. I hope you guys like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below. I think that's here. Yeah, I think the subscribe button is here. And don't forget to like as well. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this video, and share it as well. Do let me know in the comment section down below if you like the look or if you've tried it out, especially like with the whole powder before foundation, how it went for you. Just let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'm feeling myself, like, yeah, because I gotta feel myself. Who's gonna do it for me? I gotta do it for myself. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in the next one.